Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick video showing right now what orchids I have in bloom. I've got quite a few actually. I don't know if I've ever had this many before, but I'll start with this guy here. It's, I'm not sure how you say this, Phal Chienlung Happy Girl times Phal Bellina Blue. This orchid smells like citrus, kind of like lemons. It's got a really nice scent. It's more green, I want to say, in real life. It looks a little yellow on camera, but yeah, it's pretty close to what it looks like, I guess. So yeah, very pretty. I love this one. I just had the second flower open for me just yesterday. So, and then I have another species Phalaenopsis, and this is the Phal Tetraspis C1. Well, let me see if I can pull out a tag for you to see. There you go. So this guy is really cool in that he has flowers that bloom either with red petals or white petals. And so you can see this bunch all bloomed white, except for this guy had like one little petal back here that was like, maybe I'll go red. And then he was like, nah, I won't. So that's that. And then there's a couple ones here that have a few red petals. And you can see this one is actually much darker than the rest. So what I found actually, and I've tested this a couple of times, and I have a few pictures of it on my Instagram and other places. What I've seen is that it tends to bloom with the red petals or more of the red petals if you subject it to colder conditions. So it hasn't been that cold outside the last few weeks. And if you do it when the buds are, I think, I don't know, like a week before they open, so when they're forming, if you subject them to these cold temperatures, I think it'll be more red. And I think this is true for most orchids. I tried it with the Miltonia Sunset, and the same thing happened. I got much darker colors on the bloom, on the same flower, exact same flower spike. They were right next to each other. I'll see if maybe I can link a picture of that. But yeah, so if you want more of the red flowers, keep it in colder conditions. I want to say 55 or below, and you'll get more of the red blooms. I think it's been about 55 outside, and this is what I got out of that. So only a few red petals, and definitely I had quite a few more in the past when it was colder out. So yeah, this guy is awesome. Probably one of my favorites. And then I have this orchid that my boyfriend actually just got me last night at Trader Joe's. Look at how big this flower is. It's huge. I love it. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe some kind of Oncidiopsis, or I don't know, or not Oncidiopsis. Odontoglossum is what I meant. But if anybody knows what this guy is, and can leave me a comment down below, that would be great. I love this guy. It smells peppery, sweet and peppery. It's very nice. Some of its flowers are, I think, a little mangled, that one up there, but that's okay. And we've got some more flower spikes coming on it too, so that's exciting. And this guy was on a discount rack at a grocery outlet right by me, and I don't know, I guess phals have sort of come back into my favor recently, but I love the white with the pink hue on this. It's just amazing. I took some pictures of this and put it on my Instagram also. I just think it's so pretty, especially the way it cascades, and the size of these flowers is pretty big too. I've definitely seen bigger, but I love this, especially for, I think it was $7, so you can't beat that. And this one here, this one is an Odontoglossum. So Odontoglossum Zorkola, Bromsborough Place. So this one I got from a speaker that talked at my Orchid Society meeting today, 2 weeks ago actually. So I was very excited. I actually won this one and the one right next to it at our raffle table. So yay, happy days, new orchids. Yeah, but so I love this one. It's very pretty. And then this guy is Masdevaillia Ignea. Both of these have been open for two weeks now, maybe more, but yeah, about 2 weeks. So Masdevaillia Ignea is this guy, and this one is beautiful, and it doesn't show up on camera the way it looks in real life. On the camera, it looks more just plain red or orange, but in real life, the striping is much more apparent. It's there's a much bigger contrast. The background is very orange, and the veins are very red. And yeah, I have the same problem with a lot of my Masdevallias. Whenever I've tried to take pictures of them, they just don't really come out. That's maybe a better representation right there. The camera's trying. It's trying. Okay, and then my last one is, I think this is an Oncidium sharry baby. And I've had this for, I want to say maybe a year. That's given me two little, well, it's got a couple little spikes on it here. So here's some of the blooms. And then I got another spike back here. And then there's one that's growing somewhere in there. I don't know where it is. Oh. Bonk, right there. Right here. So, yeah. And, when I got this one, again, I got it at Trader Joe's. The flower spike on this thing was like up here. It was just so tall on this guy. And I repotted it because it was in that peat moss mix that you find all Trader Joe's orchids come in. Let me show you actually. This guy's in it here, so let me just pull it out. So they come in this dark, spongy kind of peat moss mix. And they seem to really like this stuff, and I have to water it less when it's in here. And every time after taking it out of these things, I haven't seen any pests so far or anything like that. And the problem is when I unpot them out of that stuff and put them into a new mix, the roots just always die. I think that stuff stays so moist, and anything else I put my orchids in just cannot compete with that, and so the roots just have to die and regrow. So they always suffer a little bit when I repot. So I think that's why the bloom count and the bloom spike sizes are much smaller than they were when I bought this plant, because it's a big plant. But I think considering that I made it suffer quite a bit. Oh, actually, I have more flower spikes. Yay! There's another one right there. Woohoo! So yeah. Yeah, considering that it had to bounce back from being repotted and everything, it's doing pretty good. So yeah, I put it in like a mix of sphagnum moss, bark chunks, and some perlite in there. So yeah, and I think that's about it. So yeah, thanks very much, guys, for watching, and see you later. Bye. Okay, wait, just kidding. I forgot there was one more. I don't know how I could forget. I mean, I guess he's small, but he's so pretty. So this one's a Dendrobium Lamyaiae. Hangs on this, oops, how about I not mangle the rest of my plants? Hangs on this little orchid mount, which I really don't like orchid mounts at all. They're such a pain in the ass. But I love this plant, and I'm not going to remove it, not at least for quite some time, because I don't want to mess with him. His flowers are just too pretty, and he looks very happy. So here we go, just so you can see the tag. Here we go, Dendrobium Lamyaiae. And you can see I got it from Handy's Orchids. I don't remember what it was. It was a cross of Unicum and something else, I think. I'll look it up. But anyway, very pretty, this guy. Okay, thanks.